Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I'm a Whovian, and today I review Doctor Who, The Leisure Hive. So this is the 110th story in Doctor Who's original run, and is the beginning of Tom Baker's 7th and final season of The Doctor, and was also the start of the John Nathan Turner produced era, where he would go on to produce the show all the way to its cancellation in '89. So the Doctor and Romana, they're taking a break on Edwardian Brighton Beach until K9 accidentally, goes into the seawater from following a ball, and then the Doctor and Romana decide to go to the Leisure Hives, where there's this bit of conflict going on. The Hive's facing bankruptcy. There's these alien creatures that are at, each other's necks, and of course the Doctor's there. He has to intervene and stop everything and that. So yeah, it's a bit of a complicated plot. So what do I like about this one? Well, this was the first, I think, Doctor Who serial of the 80s. So we started with this one in 1980, where where we first see Brighton Beach, and I thought, yeah, Brighton Beach, I've been there many times. Nice place. And I believe they actually went to the beach itself to film those scenes. Then of course there was the Leisure Hive, the whole set of where the main part of the story is taking place. I thought that looked good as well, especially the alien creatures and the makeup effects. There's one guy in it who I recognised. I thought, that's him out of the Thin Blue Line. That main detective bloke, just younger and in alien prosthetics and makeup. I can't remember his name, but you'll know what I mean. In fact, I'll even put up a picture here or something. I also thought, some of the effects were good in this. Practically, there's one bit where the Doctor and Romana are floating in anti-gravity matter, and you can tell that there's a green or blue screen behind them. But I gotta say, probably for 1980, that was quite groundbreaking. Like, imagine being there in 1980 watching it. I mean, I wasn't there in 1980, so I can't say on it. But yeah, I thought we had some good practical effects and some okay-ish, other visuals. And and this was, like I say, the start of Tom Baker's final season and the start of the 80s in Doctor Who. They even show, I believe this was the first time we ever saw the opening credit that would go on throughout Peter Davison and Colin Baker's era, with the logo and the going through space with the stars. I believe that was the first time they used different opening credits that wasn't in the vortex and stuff, and the show and the theme tune to the show got revamped as well. And I liked that. I like the 80s Doctor Who themes, especially the 1987 to 89 one with its opening credits. That's my favourite intro, I think. But yeah, I thought Tom Baker and Lalla Ward was alright, but I believe at that time they were going through a bit of a messy divorce. Like, they had a shotgun wedding, but that didn't last long, and when the cameras cut, they would walk off in opposite directions to one another. And also, Tom Baker, I don't think, really got on with John Nathan Turner with the creative differences, which I feel is why he also wanted to leave. And Tom Baker has gone on to say, in later years, he feels he stayed a lot longer than he should have done. And the show was, like, at this point, moved on, and he hadn't. But, I guess, Tom Baker, he stopped enjoying it at this point and wasn't as committed to his performance, and I believe becoming a little difficult to work with on some occasions, especially with, like, Lalla Ward, how they had to, like, sort of keep their characters, like, getting on and stuff, but in real life, behind the camera, they, obviously didn't. Do excuse me. But Yeah, I like that they still kept it professional on camera at least. Also, John Leeson voicing K9, I believe it was him this time, was good in it, but I feel he didn't do loads. Again, there was even moments where the Doctor was aged into an old man where he looked like Merlin. But I've got to say, my negatives, the plot is a bit complicated. It's a bit of a complex plot. There's quite a lot of stuff going off in it, like, like there's like the Leisure Hive is like a holiday intergalactic resort. It's getting bankrupt due to lack of tourism and other holiday planets and what have you. And yeah, and there were moments in between, because this was 4 episodes long. They had to try and do a lot of filler here and there, but I feel that parts 2 and 3 were a bit of a chore to watch, but they soon got back on track when part 4 came about, and they carried on there. But I thought it was okay, just not brilliant in my opinion. You can also tell at this point Tom Baker was beginning to have had enough at this point playing the Doctor, and pretty much was just there to honour his contract and what have you. That's if he contracted or something. Anyway, ratings. I will give the performances an 8, the writing a 8, the visuals a 7, and my personal, I'll give it an 8, I think, because it is a decent watch, but does drag in a few parts, but yeah. So there you go, there's my Who review for today. Have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I have been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review, so until next time, run for your life.